Hi, I'm Nico. If we haven't practiced together yet, today we'll be getting into both full wheel and Gomukhasana. So lots of front of the hips, open heart, and outer hips to pay attention to. And we'll get started in child's pose. So back of the mat, big toes to touch, knees out wide, hands reach forward, taking a few deep breaths to begin, settling into this moment right here. See if you can get really big into the diaphragm, letting the belly expand on your inhale, pressing against your thighs, and then as you exhale, let your heart space melt down to the ground. Next inhale, we'll find tabletop position. Bring your shoulders on top of the wrists, knees underneath the hips. Take a couple cat-cows. As you inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round through the spine, find your cat pose. Tuck your chin towards your chest. A couple more times like that. Inhale, cow, lift. Exhale, cat, round. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Let's bring the left leg up and back. Option 1, keep the right hand down. Option 2, reach it forward. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee, bring it in. Really round through the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach. Option to stay here or grab the left foot with the right hand. Kick the foot into the hand to lift up and back. Starting to open up through the heart space in the front of the thigh. And then we'll cross the left knee behind the right. Press the hips back towards the heels as the hands reach forward, finding this gentle hip stretch here. Slowly bring your shoulders back up on top of the wrists. And then you might need to walk yourself a little farther forward and kick your left leg straight back so that the ball of the left foot is on the ground and right knee is right underneath you. And then we're going to find gate pose. So spin your left heel down, inside edge of the left foot comes down, spin your right heel behind you, left hand lifts up. You can stay right here, or we're going to warm up with some core. So bring your left hand to the back of your head, squeeze your right ankle towards your left knee, take an inhale, lift, exhale, elbow to knee, bring it in. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift. This time, 3-legged dog. Bring your left hand down. Kick your right leg all the way up and back to scorpion pose. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Open up through the front of the right leg. Lizard lunge. Bring your right foot outside of the right hand. Option to keep this left knee lifted if you want it more active, or drop it down. If it feels okay, let's find quad stretch, bending the left knee, grabbing the left foot with the right hand behind. Release the foot if you have it. We'll move into Skandasana, so tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and then open up to the left side of the mat, bending into your right knee, hands come to heart center. Lift up through the heart space a little more. Look to your left foot, and then we'll find Warrior 2 facing the back of the mat. So bend into the left knee, open up the arms, tee out the hands. Sit low into the left knee. As you inhale, reverse your warrior, left hand goes up and back. And then maybe you lift your left heel to sit a little bit lower. Really reach through the left fingertips. Next exhale, extended side angle, drop the left heel. Bring your left hand down to the earth, or a block, or left elbow on top of the left knee, and then reach your right hand up overhead. Start to find easy twist. Drop your right hand down inside the left foot. Left hand lifts up as your right heel spins up off of the ground. Horizon pose, let your hips sink as you spin your toes to the left side of the mat. Reach your left hand towards your right foot behind you. Flossing out the hips, we'll inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. One more, inhale. Exhale, drop. This time, inhale back to easy twist. Finding revolved half moon launch onto the left foot. You might need to bend into both of the knees, making it more of a bent knee revolved half moon. If you can, let's lengthen the legs. Really reach the crown of the head to the back. Keep the twist on the upper body. If it feels okay, grab your right foot with your left hand, kick the foot into the hand to lift up through the heart space. This is going to be a little funky, so pay attention. We'll drop the right knee into the inside edge of the left knee. We'll drop the right foot behind the left foot. And then as we stack our shoulders on top of our hips, we'll find eagle legs. Left knee is on top of the right. Eagle arms, right elbow on top of the left. Sit it low, hips low, bring your shoulders on top of the hips. And then really press your hands together and forward. Keep the eagle arms, release the legs, lift the left knee up as you straighten the right leg, and then find your warrior three with eagle arms. Kick the left foot back. Release the arms, reach them towards the left heel. Find your airplane lunge, gently drop the left ball of the foot on the ground as you bend into the right knee. Inhale, find your high lunge crescent, bend into the left knee, reach your hands up overhead. Exhale, pull the chest forward, sweep the hands back. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, swoop. Last one, inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, star pose, both of the hands lift up. And then exhale to goddess, the hips low, knees go out wide, hands to heart. Maybe you lift one heel. And then we'll pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the other heel, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Star, straighten the legs, spin the toes in front of you, wide-legged forward fold, release the heart space. As you inhale, find your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, find your runner's lunge to the front. Hands frame the left foot. Plant down into your right ball of the foot, and then bring your left foot back for 3-legged plank pose. Left heel stays lifted up off of the ground. Bend your left knee, nice and slow. We'll lower all the way down to the mat. Setting up for half bow, flip to the top of your right foot. Grab your left foot with your left hand. Kick your foot into your hand to lift up through the heart space. 3 deep breaths right here. When you release, plant your left hand outside the heart space, tuck your toes. Inhale through your tabletop. Exhale, child's pose, press the hips back. Next inhale, come back up into your tabletop position. Switching out sides, bring your knees underneath you. Right leg will go up and back this time. And then left hand will go forward. Take a big inhale to lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, bring it in. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Option 1, hold. Option 2, bend the right knee, grab the right foot with the left hand. Kick the foot into the hand to lift up through the heart. We'll gently guide the right knee behind the left. Press the hips back to the heels as the hands reach forward, finding this gentle hip stretch here. Slowly bring your shoulders back up on top of your wrists. Left knee stays underneath you as you slide your right foot back. So you're grounding down into the ball of the right foot, and you should be in this high plank position. You might need to walk the hands a little further forward. And then we'll find gate pose. Spin your left heel behind you as your right hand goes up, coming onto the inside edge of your right foot. Bring your right hand behind your head, and then swing your left leg up so left ankle comes inside the right knee. As you inhale, lift the right elbow tall. Exhale, squeeze it in. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift. 3-legged dog. Spin to the ball of your right foot. Drop the right hand, left foot goes high. Scorpion, stack the left hip, bend the left knee. Lizard lunge, bring your left foot outside of the left hand. If it feels good, we'll drop the right knee and find the quad stretch, bending the right knee, grabbing the right foot with the left hand behind us. Taking it into Skandasana, we'll release the right foot, tuck the right toes, and swing open the hips, sitting the hips towards the left heel, hands come to heart center. Look towards your right foot, nice and slow, open it up, warrior two to the back of the mat. Plant down into the right foot, open up through the hands, shoulders stay on top of the hips as you extend through the fingertips. Sit low into the right knee. Reverse your warrior, right hand goes up and back. Maybe you lift the right heel and sit a little lower. Extended side angle, drop your right heel. Right hand comes to the ground or a block, left hand goes up overhead or forward. And easy twist. Drop your left hand, spin your left heel up, right hand reaches tall. Straight into horizon pose, we'll spin all the toes over towards the right, sit the hips low, reach your right hand towards your left foot. With the breath, we'll lift the hips, reach the right hand up. Exhale, drop it down. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, easy twist. To your revolved half moon, launch onto the right foot, left leg lifts, right hand stays reaching up towards the sky. If it feels okay, we'll bend the left knee and kick the left foot into the right hand. And then again, pay attention here. We're gonna find eagle pose. So bring your left knee to your right knee, bend both of the knees. Your left foot will plant, and then your right knee will stack on top of the left, and left elbow on top of the right for eagle. Keep the eagle arms, release the cross of the legs, bring your right knee up towards the sky. Warrior three with eagle arms, kick the right foot behind you. And then slowly release the arms, reach them towards your right heel. Airplane lunge, start to bend into the left knee, dropping the right toes. Next inhale, find high crescent, bring the hands up overhead. And then we'll find the flow. Exhale, swoop the hands, bring the heart space forward. Two more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, star. Both hands come up, spin open towards the side of the mat. And then we'll find goddess again. Or horse, bring the hands to center. Sit the hips low. This time, let's lift both of the heels. And we'll pulse for 10, 9, 5. Let it shake if it needs to. I'm definitely shaking. 3, 2, 1. Star. Straighten the legs. Spin the toes in front of you. Wide-legged forward fold. Let it go. Take an inhale. Find your halfway lift. Lengthen. And then we'll find runner's lunge to the front. Hands frame the right foot this time. Three-legged plank. Kick your right foot back. Keep it hovered above the ground. Bend your right knee. Nice and slow. We lower down to the mat, keeping the right knee bent. For half bow, flip to the top of your left foot. Grab your right foot with your right hand. Kick foot into hand to lift up through the heart. And release. Plant the hands, tuck the toes. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Press the hips back to the heels. Puppy pose. Bring your hips on top of the knees, and then we'll walk the hands forward, releasing the heart space down to the ground. Lift your shoulders just enough to kind of reset the position of them, and then drop the forearms down to the ground underneath you. Make sure your hands are on the mat, and then let your hips drop, finding Sphinx pose. Option 1 is stay here. Option 2, if you want to get a little deeper into the back bend, we'll bring the thumbs together and press into the hands, squeeze the glutes as you lift the heart space. Gently drop the elbows. Make the forearms parallel, shoulder width distance apart. Tuck your toes underneath your feet. Engage through the legs, engage through the glutes, lift the hips, find low plank. And then we'll start to walk the feet towards the elbows, finding dolphin pose. See if you can press into the hands, lift both of the elbows at the same time for downward facing dog. Beautiful, and then we're kind of returning to where we started, but we're gonna start with this funky flow here. Let's start by finding three-legged dog, right leg lifts. And for more stability, you can kind of bring your left heel in so that your left toes are at a 45-degree angle. You might choose to walk the right hand a little closer. And then we're gonna see if we can bend the right knee and grab the right foot with the left hand. Start to kick the foot into the hand if you have it. And then again, if you have it, nice and slow, we'll see if we can lift the left heel and really gently keep the grip. Drop the left knee down to the ground. I almost didn't have it. Kick right foot into the left hand, lift up through the heart space a little higher, and then we'll cross the right knee behind the left again, like we did earlier, but this time we're sitting all the way back to Gomukhasana. So your hips will come all the way down to the ground. Left knee is stacked on top of the right. For the arms, right hand goes up, right elbow lifts towards the sky, left hand goes down. And then you can either grip the fingers, or maybe you have a strap or a t-shirt, and you can grab that behind you and walk the hands closer to each other. Maybe you choose to drop the heart space down towards the lefty. Gently lift the heart space up. Release the hands, and we'll come out the same way we came in. So come onto the knees, bring the hands underneath. You will uncross the right knee from behind the left, bring the right foot back behind you, and then we'll kick the left foot up into the sky, three-legged dog. Wild thing, bring the left foot back behind you, press the hips up towards the sky, reach the left hand forward. Lizard lunge, plant the left hand. Bring the left foot all the way to the outside of the left hand. Feel free to take a moment here. We're finding Malasana. When you're ready, bring the right foot forward. To meet the left, sit the hips low, hands to heart. Now you have two options here. Option 1 is to sit the bum down, roll onto your back, find bridge pose or full wheel from there. Option 2, if you want to take the hard way into wheel, as we'll bring our right hand back behind us. And the key here is to really come onto the heel of your palm so that your fingertips can spin. And you'll start to lift the hips up, let the fingertips spin in as you find your full wheel. And then you can either drop down to the back and refine Malasana, or ground down into this left hand and take it the opposite way back. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So either from your back, rock and roll the spine, plant the hands, optional connecting vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog, hips go up and back. And we'll take the other side. Three-legged dog, left leg goes high. Again, for stability, you might drop that right heel in. Walk this left hand a little bit closer to the right leg. Bend the left knee. Grab the left foot with the right hand. See if you can really kick the foot into the hand. And then, nice and slow, we'll drop the right knee, seeing if you can keep the grip of the foot in the arm, or the foot, yeah. And then kick it a little bit harder, lift up through the heart space. Back to our hip stretch, left knee comes behind the right. This time moving all the way into Gomukhasana, sit the hips all the way down to the ground between the heels. This time, if you want the arms, left hand goes up, right hand goes down, either grabbing a t-shirt, a strap, or fingers. Start by really lengthening the spine, and then if you want it, drop the heart space down. Slowly lift the heart space, release the hands, plant them in front of you, come onto the knees. Left leg will kick behind, three-legged dog, right leg goes up, all the way into wild thing. Bring your right foot back behind the left leg, press the hips up towards the sky as you reach the right hand forward. Bring your right hand down to the mat. For a lizard lunge, bring the right foot outside the right hand. Take your time here. If you need it, we'll meet in Malasana, frog squat. Bring the left foot forward. Again, same options here. We'll meet on our back after this. So if you want to go to the back, practice full wheel or bridge pose again, feel free to do so. If you want to play, this time we'll bring the left hand back. And again, really come onto the palm or the heel of the palm, and then let the fingertips spin as you find full wheel. And then if you want to come out the same way, ground down into the right hand, let the fingertips spin, back to Malasana. And once you're here, feel free to stay here a little longer if you want to get into those hips. Or we'll drop the hips, lower all the way down to the ground. Let the spine release, bring the hands out to a cactus or a T, and drop your knees over towards the left. Supine twist. Bring the knees up through center. Drop them to the right, supine twist, other side. Bring the knees up through center. Take any other poses you might want. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Finding Shavasana pose. Let the legs go long. Let the arms expand wide. Scoot the shoulders underneath the heart space. Take a big inhale through the nose. Fill up as much as you possibly can. And then as you exhale, let go all of the tension in the body. If you have the gift of time today, I encourage you to stay here a little longer. Feel free to get out of this however you see fit for you. Thank you for joining me today. As always, feel free to comment with any questions or requests for the next class. Namaste.